Welcome back to FunlishPodcast, everyone. Day 4 of our 5 days of speaking English fluently challenge. Can you believe it? I'm still buzzing from yesterday, honestly.
I know, right? Day 4 already. I feel like I blinked and suddenly my English vocabulary doubled, or at least my list of words to look up did.
Oh, totally. I caught myself using pivot in a sentence today, and I swear I felt like I was pitching a startup on Shark Tank.
But hey, before we get too deep, quick shout out to all the listeners who've been tagging us in their daily challenge updates. You guys are crushing it.
Yeah, the energy's contagious. And speaking of energy, today's focus is business presentations and pitching ideas, which, let's be honest, is where a lot of us freeze up, even in our native language.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I still get sweaty palms when I have to present at work, but doing it in English, that's like playing the game on hard mode.
Hard mode with the boss watching and the Wi-Fi lagging. But it's wild how much of business English is about confidence, not just vocabulary. Like, you can have the perfect slides, but if you mumble or look at your shoes the whole time, nobody's buying what you're selling.
Preach. And I read this stat, Toastmasters International, which is basically the OG club for public speaking, has over 265,000 members worldwide as of this year. That's a lot of people working on their ums and uhs.
That's like the population of Buffalo, New York, all practicing speeches at once. Imagine the applause.
I'd pay to see that. But seriously, one thing I've learned is that recording yourself is a game changer. I started doing it last week and wow, I had no idea I said like every other word.
I tried that too. My first reaction was, do I really sound like that? But it's so helpful. There's a study from 2023 that showed students who recorded themselves improved their speaking skills by over 6%. That's not nothing.
6% is huge when you're trying to go from I can order coffee to I can pitch my business idea to investors. And honestly, the more you listen to yourself, the less cringy it gets.
Yeah, it's like hearing your own voicemail greeting. The first time is rough, but after a while, you're like, okay, I can work with this.
So let's talk about today's challenge. We had to prepare a short business presentation and deliver it to each other, right?
Yep. And I'll admit, I procrastinated until this morning, but I picked the topic I'm passionate about, sustainable packaging. I figured if I care about it, I'll sound more natural.
That's a pro tip right there. Pick something you actually want to talk about. I went with remote work productivity hacks because, I'm basically a professional pajama wearer at this point.
I'd invest in that. But you know what tripped me up? The transitions, like moving from one point to the next without sounding like I was reading a grocery list.
Oh, I get that. I started using phrases like, let's move on to our next point, or building on that idea. It feels a little formal at first, but it helps the flow.
And the body language. I practice in front of a mirror and I realized I do this weird thing with my hands, like I'm conducting an invisible orchestra.
I love that. But hey, purposeful gestures are good. There's research showing that using your hands while you speak can actually help your audience remember your message better.
So I'm basically helping everyone learn. You're welcome, world.
Exactly. And eye contact, huge. Even if you're presenting on Zoom, looking into the camera makes a difference. It's like digital eye contact.
I've started putting a little sticky note with a smiley face next to my webcam. Reminds me to look up and not just at my notes.
That's genius. I might steal that. So, what about vocabulary? Did you find yourself reaching for any businessy words you weren't sure about?
Oh, all the time. I had to double check scalability and synergy. I mean, they sound fancy, but you want to make sure you're using them right.
Yeah, nothing worse than dropping synergy and then blanking when someone asks you to explain it. I try to keep a little cheat sheet of phrases nearby just in case.
I do that too, and I use apps like Word Decipher to check if my sentences make sense. It's like having a grammar buddy in your pocket.
Speaking of buddies, have you ever tried Toastmasters? I joined a virtual club last year, and it's honestly the safest space to mess up. Everyone's rooting for you.
I haven't, but I've heard good things. Plus, you get real feedback, not just good job, but actual tips you can use.
Exactly. And if you don't have a club nearby, there are online options. Or just grab a friend and take turns presenting. The key is practice and feedback.
And don't forget to celebrate the small wins. Like, if you get through your presentation without reading every word off your slides, that's progress.
For real. And if you mess up, laugh it off. I once said public speaking instead of public speaking. Never living that one down.
Oh, that's gold. I once called a stakeholder a steak holder. Now everyone at work thinks I'm obsessed with food.
Well, who isn't? But see, those moments make you memorable. And honestly, everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to keep going.
So, for anyone listening who's nervous about presenting in English, here's my advice. Start small. Present to your pet, your plant, your reflection. Then work your way up.
And record yourself. Even if you never show it to anyone, it's a great way to spot your habits and track your progress.
And try to use new vocabulary in context. Don't just memorize words, actually use them in sentences. It sticks better that way.
I use that all the time. And if you want to practice business scenarios, there are apps like Flow Speak and Small Talk to Me that give you real-world practice.
I love that we have so many resources now. When I started learning, it was just textbooks and awkward role plays in class.
Now you can practice pitching to an AI, and it won't judge you for mixing up profit and profit.
So, before we wrap up, what's one thing you learned from today's challenge?
Honestly, that preparation beats perfection. If you know your material and practice, you don't have to be perfect. Just be clear and confident.
I love that. For me, it's that feedback is your friend. Whether it's from a person or a recording, use it to get better, not to beat yourself up.
And remember, business English isn't just for boardrooms. These skills help in job interviews, networking, even just making small talk at conferences.
Or ordering coffee with confidence. It all counts. So, to everyone on day 4 with us, keep going. Tomorrow's the last day of the challenge, and I can't wait to see how far we've all come.
And if you're just joining, it's never too late to start. 5 days, 5 steps closer to fluency.
That's a wrap for today. Don't forget to subscribe, share your progress, and tag us at FunlishPodcast. We love hearing your stories.
Keep practicing, keep laughing, and remember, every mistake is just a plot twist in your English journey.
See you tomorrow for day 5. This is Funlish Podcast, signing off.